What's going on, y'all? It's HODL. We're back with another video. It is Wednesday, hump day, halftime of the week. If you are working, if you're grinding, hustling, doing whatever it takes to mine fiat and to convert that very fiat, which is being devalued as we speak, and converting it into a hard, absolute scarce asset, then you want to do that responsibly. If you're stacking Bitcoin, do it responsibly by going to a peer-to-peer decentralized exchange in order to acquire your sats simply by signing up with a user ID and a password, or I'm sorry, your email and a password. And that is through hodl.com. Link down in the description below to hodl.com to create an account. All right, give me a second, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and merge over and see how this works. All right, that was smooth. So, also, to store that Bitcoin securely, to store those sats, those satoshis, you want to do that using a cold storage wallet. The cold card wallet is open sourced. It is popular amongst the Bitcoin community, and it's a Bitcoin only wallet. Link down in the description to the CoinKite store to find the cold card wallet. Let's get into it. The sun is directly in my face beaming. I will not put these on because these don't, they block out only blue light. So I wear these at the office because I'm typically under a lot of artificial light and I'm maybe staring at computer monitors for some time. So this is just a way for me to sleep well at night. All right, blue blockers, y'all. Get them blue blockers. I know you nerds are in front of the computer 24/7 looking at your cryptos go down. All right, anyways, let's get into it, man. So I'm hearing a lot about Binance. I'm seeing a lot of memes about Binance, and so I decided to look into this, and sure enough, I'm not surprised. Another major fiat currency on-ramp, off-ramp has decided to part ways with Binance via the SEPA, S-E-P-A system, similar to the SWIFT system, the way the SWIFT system departed, or they decided to divorce themselves from Binance. This is how Operation Choke Point, from what people have described, is still going on in the crypto space, because there is a mission. I don't care what no one says. There is a true mission to really capture this space, to do a controlled demolition of this space in order for the powers to be, institutions to come in, and then they do their thing, right? They're going to start their own centralized exchanges where their guys and their institutions, their Wall Street players can get in and have their ownership of it. So I talked about Binance being something that's going to deconstruct or destruct as early as January. No, maybe as early as December. I talked about Binance showing signs of weakness. Not natural market weakness so much, but I guess you could say weakness from the market, because they did have issues with liquidity when a lot of those cross-collateral tokens were unraveling back in November and fall of last year, 2022. Then you have the SEC setting its sights on Binance, making these accusations about Binance wash trading, using investors' money to trade, and offering unregistered securities, which all of it may be pretty valid. And sure enough, you start seeing that the SWIFT system, a lot of major banks, US banks, started separating themselves from Binance, and even there were sanctions placed on the amount of US dollars that could be deposited, that could be on-ramped into the Binance exchange. They started putting limits on that. So I knew right there was going to be sometime down the pike, a liquidity issue for Binance if they're not able to bring in dollars. Basically fresh blood into their network, to their system. Okay. You can't grow a network if fresh blood can't come in. especially that they got a DeFi chain, right? Where, you know, you need that liquidity. Also, the SEC was pretty much targeting the BUSD stablecoin as something that's unlawful. So, and that's a major part of the DeFi liquidity, the BUSD stablecoin. You really don't have any type of DeFi blockchain. You don't have DeFi at all without a stablecoin. So now you got the euro being choked off from being on-ramped onto Binance. So it's just a mess, and I called it a long time ago. The BNB token is going to go down to about 70 bucks, maybe a lot lower. As I believe CZ, who's a major holder of BUSD and BNB, will have to decide if he's going to liquidate BNB tokens or whatever his largest holding is. And from what I understand, one of his largest holdings is Bitcoin. So I read this article about Bitcoin likely being, he's likely liquidating Bitcoin to try to prop up the BNB token. This is a liquidity issue. So I'm very, if I was in the shitcoin BNB, I would definitely be very short it. I did have a lot of DeFi fun with the BNB BEP20 version of it, but it will suffer, and all of the linked tokens will suffer, in my opinion, as you know, we're starting to see this unravel. So I think this needs to unravel in order for this market to go forward, because there's no way around it. If it's not decentralized completely, or for the majority part, if it's not nailed down to the internet, they're going to take it. Unless it's something that plans to be willfully captured, like an Ethereum, maybe. So that's what we got with that. Very interesting times. Very interesting times. Bitcoin so far, looking like it might sell down. Looking like it may sell down off of this Binance unraveling, but you know, it was in the cards, guys. It was in the tarot cards. I thought it would happen a lot sooner, but I think it's the last domino to fall. Bitcoin has to sell off for BNB to die. Why do I say that? Because I really believe, well, if you think about it, Binance as a company, they have a very large Bitcoin holding. They have a very large BNB holding. You might as well consider that being a pair. And that is a very large pair if you look at the total market cap on both sides, right? Of how much BNB and how much Bitcoin they hold. So if they hold a lot of Bitcoin goes up, BNB is naturally going to go up. They can also use that Bitcoin to buy more BNB. They can use more BNB to sell and buy more Bitcoin. But that relationship is about to get divorced, and that's what I think that the SEC, and who's probably behind it, is BlackRock, and I think a lot of people are behind it, like big players who want to come in and get a clean slate. They want a monopoly on Bitcoin holdings, and they don't want to come in if somebody else, especially someone of another country, has a big Bitcoin monopoly. And Binance is that. If they have a lot of Bitcoin, they have a lot of BNB, they're going to have to sell that Bitcoin off to prop up BNB, and that's just the way it is. You know, that's the crazy thing. When a shitcoin gets paired with Bitcoin probably has the dump, the shitcoin dumps, and subsequently, and then it never recovers. So that's what we're looking at. Anyway, let's keep this under 10. I'm at 9:26. I hope y'all having a good day. Just chatting with y'all. It's hot. I'm gonna get home. I'll catch y'all soon. Peace.